The scene depicts a congressional hearing room. Politicians are portrayed as babies in oversized suits, seated in high chairs. They are shown banging gavels, resembling toys. To create a visual metaphor, the baby politicians interrupt each other with nonsensical baby talk. This behavior simulates a chaotic and unproductive congressional session. The overall effect is a satire of political discourse and legislative processes. The scene depicts baby politicians at a press conference, struggling to deliver prepared statements. When questioned, they resort to name-calling and finger-pointing. This behavior demonstrates a lack of professionalism in public communication. Their inability to handle questions maturely undermines their credibility. The display highlights the importance of composure and respect in political discourse. Such conduct can erode public trust and confidence in political figures. The debate features two baby politicians. Instead of discussing policies, they throw plush toys. They also engage in childish behavior like hair pulling. This behavior replaces substantive discussion. The moderator struggles to control the farcical debate. The scene depicts a baby president in the Oval Office, symbolizing leadership. Instead of handling policy, the baby engages in childish activities, like scribbling with crayons. Building blocks replace serious decision-making, highlighting a lack of focus. Official documents are treated as mere playthings, undermining their importance. This underscores the trivialization of important responsibilities within a position of power. The scene depicts a satirical take on political rallies. Baby politicians are hoisted onto adult shoulders. They wave tiny flags, mimicking adult politicians. Exaggerated gestures are used to appeal to the crowd. This highlights the performative aspects of political events. The scene depicts a satirical representation of the UN General Assembly. Baby politicians symbolize immaturity and lack of serious engagement. Their playful actions underscore a failure in diplomatic negotiations. This imagery highlights the breakdown of effective international cooperation. The scene depicts baby politicians at an economic summit. They are fighting over toy money, symbolizing trivial disputes. Instead of discussing policy, they pull at each other's ties. This behavior represents a childish approach to complex issues. The setting highlights the immaturity in handling financial matters. It underscores the lack of serious engagement with economic policy. The scene depicts a military briefing room where baby politicians are present. Instead of serious discussion, they are playing with toy soldiers. The politicians mimic war sounds, trivializing military matters. This behavior reflects a reckless and immature approach to national security. The scene satirizes the irresponsible attitude towards important military discussions. The scene depicts a conference on environmental issues. Participants, portrayed as baby politicians, engage in disruptive behavior. This behavior includes spilling juice on maps and littering. These actions symbolize a disregard for environmental concerns. The scene highlights the lack of responsibility towards ecological issues. The scene depicts a healthcare debate in a highly satirical manner. Baby politicians symbolize the immaturity and ineffectiveness of the discussion. The arguments revolve around trivial items like bandages and stethoscopes. The core issues of healthcare policy are conspicuously avoided. This represents the chaotic and unproductive nature of real-world healthcare debates. The scene critiques the lack of substantive discussion and focus on superficial aspects. The scene depicts baby politicians playing with alphabet blocks and scribbling on textbooks. This imagery symbolizes the reduction of education reform to childish games. The actions trivialize important educational issues. The focus shifts from meaningful discussion to symbolic, unproductive behavior. The scene employs satire to comment on immigration policy discussions. Baby politicians are used as a metaphor for those involved in these debates. Instead of discussing policy, they build walls out of blocks. This wall building symbolizes the divisive nature of immigration debates. The toys being separated into groups represents the segregation of people. This childish behavior highlights the immaturity and lack of constructive dialogue often present. The scene depicts a metaphorical representation of politicians. They are engaged in symbolic play, such as locking each other in toy jails. This symbolizes a simplistic approach to complex legal issues. The actions highlight a failure to address genuine criminal justice reform. The scene depicts a tech regulation hearing. Politicians are portrayed as infantile, struggling with technology. They interact with tablets and wires without grasping the issues. This satirizes the lack of technological understanding in politics. A town hall meeting is held, with concerned adult citizens in attendance. The citizens pose serious questions to the baby politicians. The baby politicians respond with incoherent babbling. The responses are often accompanied by tantrums. This behavior highlights their lack of accountability. The scene underscores the politicians' inability to address serious concerns. A baby politician is symbolically sworn into a high-level office. The act of drooling on the oath represents a lack of understanding or seriousness. Playing with the presidential seal suggests a trivialization of power and responsibility. These actions highlight the absurdity of unqualified individuals in leadership roles. The baby president being wheeled away in a stroller symbolizes the infantilization of political leadership.